Hey guys, I hope you are doing well. In case you don't know, I write books on healing, wellness, higher consciousness, the things going on in society, etc. Do energy healing, and I have my own line of wellness products, mainly EMF protection, orgone energy generators. And you can link all of this on my website, wuwwomen.com. And today, I felt compelled to jump on and just talk to you guys a little bit about consciousness, the journey of the soul, the afterlife, and karma. Um, as some of you may know, I lost my little cat, my eldest cat, earlier this week. He was 16. This is not going to be a sad video, by the way. Don't turn it off yet. I'm not going to make this a sad video, or that's not my intention. My intention is to make a beautiful video about the journey of our souls. Let's see how it goes, but don't get sad. Yeah, I lost my little cat earlier this week, who was my best friend. I had him for almost 15 years. He was 16 years old, and he was the light of my life and one of the loves of my life. And yeah, I'm devastated to lose him. And I do help my clients with grief, and yeah, and I've gone through it myself, so it helps me to have a better understanding of how I can help other people. And it was just a reminder of that this week, going through grief of losing my cat and just realizing that it was his time and his little soul had to move on. Um, but I wanted to talk to you guys about why energy healing is so great for grief, and how just looking at the law of one and the higher perspectives of the journey of the soul can help us to cope with these losses. And I think everyone, can understand, has gone through this, has lost someone close to them or a pet, and everyone understands. And so I just wanted to kind of try to make a beautiful video today, talking about the journey of the soul and the afterlife. And definitely, we all know, I think we all know by now that the stuff in the Bible about you have to be a perfect person or you're going to go to hell, or we all know that that's just garbage made up by the Romans for control, right? Like, this crowd knows that. Um, but yeah, there is karma, there is an afterlife, but I think karma, some people misunderstand or misinterpret what it is. Karma is cause and effect. It's not a punishment. Um, so yeah, you make a cause, an action, you do something, you put out an emotion and energy, and that causes an effect of that coming back to you, but it's not a punishment. It can be if you perceive it that way, but uh, yeah, we have our time in this body where we're tuned into this radio frequency of this experience, and the human visible light range is very small to what is out there. And yeah, as some of you may know, I do shamanic journey work, which gives you access to seeing into these other realms and other frequencies, and you can connect to spirits and connect to loved ones who have passed. Um, and I definitely have done that before. And even before I was ever doing this type of work or had gotten to this point, I mean, I had been visited by a friend who had passed. His spirit came to visit me and give me a message before. Um, and now that I do this type of work, I'm finding that I'm getting more visits, because it's easy for if there's like a loved one who has passed, or a divine being who has a message for you. If you do a shamanic journey into the non-ordinary realms, it's like a meeting place where they can access you and give you information. It's not so easy for them to manifest in our physical reality, although I have seen that before. I mean, I don't care if you think I'm crazy. I had an angel manifest in my living room physically before, um, just because I think they know that I'm stubborn and I need to see it and I need to experience it for myself to believe it. And I was like, okay, I believe it now. But yeah, I just want you guys to know that, like, when we pass, our spirit goes on, and um, I think the controllers like may try to manipulate people on the other side to believe like, oh, you have this karma to pay back, so you have to go back into this experience, and it's like, I mean, you do your best, but no one's gonna be perfect. No one's gonna have a perfect life where they do nothing wrong and they hurt no one. You know what I mean? So it's like we have to change our perceptions on what karma is, so that we don't get like tricked in the afterlife. But our soul does go on and does evolve. And in the Law of One, which I talk about in my books, and that's, I mean, if you want to learn more about it, definitely get my books. And a great website to look at is lawof1.info, to specifically study the Law of One. But the Law of One states that all souls are on this journey and we're all a piece of the divine source. And that includes plants, water, fire, minerals, and animals. And animals are considered second density beings, and they operate on a hive mind. And so that's why you'll see like birds flying in formation, and like a cats will be all cleaning themselves and doing the same behaviors at the same time, and it's because they're operating on a hive mind. And when you have a pet, the Law of One says that you're investing in them. So by paying them special attention, you are helping them to develop an individual identity and an individual soul. So, yeah, I don't know how to say this, but yeah, let myself process my feelings this week. Um, because it's like when people come to me for energy healing for grief, it's like, I mean, you can't just cure grief. There's no like snap, like make it go away, magic cure. But I would say let the emotions, let the feelings come up, acknowledge them. And when you feel like you've gotten through the worst of the emotions coming out and you're ready to start the healing process, then I would work on energy healing, cleansing your energy. Get a Reiki or shamanic healing session can be very helpful. Cleanse your space, take salt baths, do self care to just really cleanse your energy, breath work, yoga, keep it moving through, because it's like when the energy of like sadness and all this heavy energy gets stuck, that's when it can result in physical problems later. So it's just always really good to just keep stuff moving through. Um, but yeah, in my journey this morning, um, I saw my cat in his light body, and he was with my grandma, who has come to me in journey before and in my dreams, and she's around me and she helps me. And yeah, he's let me know that he's okay and he appreciated his life, and he's moving on and training to advance to being a third density human, which is super beautiful. And it just gave me a sense of peace and closure and being able to move forward. So, yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys that there are many layers to reality. The soul goes on, and we have lessons to learn in karma, but it's like it's not a punishment. And I think we just need to have a better understanding of these things, and then we can better cope with them. And deal with them as personally and as a society. So I hope that helped you guys today. Just, I think everyone can relate to this situation, so I thought I'd share my story. Um, and if you want to learn about my books or booking a healing session or visit my shop, you can do so at wuwwoman.com. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day.